talk about on borderlines. Likelihood is, if that war actually escalates, if it enlarges, if Israel were to bomb Iran or something like that, if things continue, we are likely to get to 2,000 naira per liter. Yeah. Just brace yourself. Brace yourself for the worst, people, because it's going to keep going up and up and up. We are still not at that place of Jericho where you can settle down yet. Is it Jericho that is settled down? I don't know. You can all correct me later, but you can't settle down yet. It's not going to settle down yet. So given that, in spite of all of that, I am in full resentment mode against Akpabio, Senator Akpabio. God's will. I'm not even going to call him that, because God's will is not for him to speak at us or at me in that way. That is not God's will. So I actually find a whole, so I'm going to stick to Senator Akpabio, right? I resent what he said. I think he has no right. I think he owes us an apology. Remember when that Minister of Power, it's actually on parallel with that. When the Minister of Power said that we should all be turning off our fridges. Yeah, I was going crazy in my house at the time as well, thinking, how dare you, how dare you, how dare you, how dare you. Doesn't that man own a hotel or two or so somewhere in Ibadan or something like that? You there to tell us to turn off our freezer? Do you turn off your freezer in the hotel? And if you do, hello, salmonella. Yeah, salmonella and every other thing that comes with temperature going up and up. It's bad enough that the lights are there. But anyway, let me not go into that. So that I want to talk about today. It's also customer service week. So we're going to continue with what is now our brand of call out your service provider that is giving you bad service. I know Zenith is going to come top of that. The things that I've heard about Zenith this week, I'm actually getting messages from people now as a result of this series that we're doing. So I want us to continue it. Whatever we talk about, we will always talk about, call out the brand that is giving you bad service. Can I speak? Have I got time? No, I've got 1 minute left. Okay. So let me give you what happens to me. A brand that giving you bad service who I pick to every month. Yeah. I'll tell you at the end of the show. You're going to believe it. When I tell you people to complain, you better take my word for it, because I won't tell you to do something that I'm not. That's much I can promise you of. Should we come back? We can pick up with pickies. If I pick that up, we don't have time. Do I have a minute? 45 seconds. Oh, 45 seconds is not enough, my people. Whoever you are that's calling, hold on. We'll be right back. I'll come to you first if you stay on the line after this break.
What station gives great talk every day?
Once you have money, to have influence and power, you can rule in Nigeria. That's what because said that one old man came to testify. Because the old man cannot lie, they give the judgment. Better to say, I will come and do my best. And please support me. Let's how we work together.
Yeah, I'm defending him. I'm not.
If your ministers don't work, vote them out of office. If the governors don't work, vote them out of office. I'm hoping you can educate yourself enough.
No, don't say that.
How do you say that the world is survival of this?
His news, yours, and we'll tell you what's new.
Your number one station for
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. Talk and you talk. This is Nigeria Info.
You know what against which are prosper. What about the way we have action against our affair is over? I wonder why we are coming. We have to do this. Good. I say it's a question.
More conversation, more right. It's customer service week here at Cool FM, Wazobia FM, Nigeria Info, Kids FM, and Ariwa Radio. We want to appreciate our reputable clients for your and continuous page. Flour Mills, Bulbcom, Cadbury, Unilever, Prumasol, National Ruiz, Pepco Foods, Pizzasons Limited, Sterling, Pencard, Phoenix, Bloom, HMO, Way Assurance, InDrive, Judge, TGI Groups, Reliance Channel, AM Insurance, PC, 9 PSB, Tofo, Mobile,
Eco Revenue Summit, Bigger Paint, and many others. We want to thank you for your patronage and assure you of our continuous outstanding service delivery as always, and also offer you more packages to serve you better.
FinTribe Finance Fair 2024 is coming this October. Bigger and better. Theme Becoming the Bag. Don't miss out this 19th of October 2024. This event is for women only. Venue, Landmark Event Center. Time, 10 a.m. For more sponsorship and inquiries, please call 0803-218-6993 or contact at thefintribe.com. Register for free at bit.ly/FinTribe Finance Fair 2024. This advert is sponsored by Blastily.
365 days of conflict. Hamas attack on Israel on October 7th killed 1,200. To date, Israel has killed over 14,000 children. These are not just numbers, they are lives forever changed. Join us for the first of our annual Borderlines Debate, a symposium on the Middle East crisis, Thursday, November 7th at 4 p.m. A forum where ambassadors, diplomats, and humanitarian voices will gather to debate the yesterday, today, and the way forward for Israel, Palestine, and the Middle East. Is there a pathway for peace? The Borderlines Debate, November 7th at 4 p.m. This is a chance to hear from both sides. Real stories, real stakes, real solutions. Don't miss the repeat broadcast on Friday, November 8th at 4 p.m. Borderlines Debate, Thursday, November 7th at 4 p.m. only on Nigeria Info. Let's talk. Attention, all secondary schools, get ready to speak up, stand out, and make your voice heard. I beg to differ. Secondary School Debate Tournament Season 8 is here. If you have the passion, the skills, and the will to win, this is your moment. Auditions for this year's season ends Sunday, October 13th, 2024. Don't miss this chance to compete with the brightest minds in Lagos. How to enter? Visit www.nigeriainfo.fm. Click on the I Beg to Differ banner on the homepage. Choose only one out of 3 topics listed. Argue 2 minutes in favor of and 2 minutes against the topic you chose. Upload your 4-minute recording in MP3 format. Fill in your other details and submit. This is open to secondary school students between the ages of 13 and 16. Register now and prove that you have what it takes to be an I Beg to Differ champion. I Beg to Differ Debate Season 8, the Tournament of Champions.
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
Your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Welcome back to Danfo Conversations, right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome back to Danfo Conversations. Yes, the only Danfo that go jiggy chaga to where others will not go. We are talking today. Well, actually, I would like to talk about Akpabio today, Senator Akpabio, the third citizen of Nigeria, and his statement where he said, and I look for the quote, that Nigerians should reduce their cars or the number of cars they have because of the rise or the continuous rise in petrol pump prices. Let's talk. Hello.
Yeah, Chief Ambassador Ireti Bakare.
Chief Mister, how are you?
Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon, sir. How's it going?
Oh, thank God. You remember the lady, the NDDC woman that gave him designer slap? Is this type of Roman jabbling all the time? You remember the senator that Duan or something?
Yeah.
He said, and I don't blame this man. How did he get there? You know, I keep on asking a process. Right from the Oga to the speaker, did they get there? Back home at Hakwaibon, like you asked, is it from a rich family? Even if you are from a rich family.
Exactly.
What person command? But people so close down by Poguru. That is if Europe will fall and Tilo will call on top, climb on top. Nigeria don't collapse now. Did he win that election? The man said this is what I want and he got it. I don't blame him. His convoy should be more than 10 cars because I've seen him. I've seen him. How many of them are using CNG cars? CNG, whatever they say they introduce.
No, they're not. They are actually not.
And you see Nigerians who call and make excuses. Oh, this is all over the place. It's all over the place. Like the war you mentioned now, whatever will affect us. It shouldn't. We have our crude here. You have a refinery. Even the almighty Dangote refinery, we are still hearing stories.
Indeed.
I don't
Thank
blame
you, Chief
them.
Mister. Yeah.
It's not their fault.
Thank you.
It's our own fault.
Thank you.
We all are in for it. Thank you, Chief Ambassador Ireti Bakare.
Thank you so much, sir. Hello?
Why, Oma?
Why, Oma?
Okay.
Yes, Koboko.
Just at times, you can make it help me. They put apostrophe and the people call it in my name. It's not easy to be Professor Koboko now.
Oh, Professor. Is it Professor? Hold on. It's because you talk too fast. I can't make out what you're saying. Is it Professor Koboko?
Yes, I'm a professor.
Okay, go ahead, Professor.
Yeah,
go. The lines are going. Go on.
Thank you very much. It is very, very unfortunate for our Senate President. He doesn't have any business being there. He has been making mistake of speech since August last year when he said, talking, allow us to breathe. He's told me that I should go and sell my car to buy fuel. I don't blame him. You know, that they have settled them, settled soldiers, settled army, settled National Assembly, to settle us. Now I'm buying 1,200 per liter, but to round off. When we go buy 1 liter, 200 naira, that time, Nigeria will not sit at home. To round off. Anybody who says Southeast people should go and join military. Shebi Abadari, the one when kill the men, and the one when Nigeria soldiers kill the men, when they fight by Bob, now then go to join. And the one when they kill the men, Operation Python dance. Now that they have proscribed Bob, am I not going to take this to court? They say I should go by my join military. Is it my fault?
Koboko, the problem with no. Koboko, the problem, you can vex all you want, but when you vex on my show, I want you to stay on topic. The lines are going. Stay on the Akpabio topic and petrol, please. You have 1 minute remaining. Please go.
Okay. What I want to tell you is say Akpabio did not do well. Are you hearing me? They are not having 7 heads, and this 44 natural resources, and this oil, it belongs to us, but I don't blame them. I know why they entered there, and I will tell you why they entered there. Because of Ireti. That's why they are doing nonsense. That's why they are acting carnivorous and the cannibalistic act. Nazi act. Only that us. Totalitarian. Thank you very much. That's why I said the professor.
Thank you very much, Professor. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from, please?
Anonymous, please.
Oh, Anonymous, go ahead. Why are you married to Akpabio? Are you married to Akpabio? Why do you choose to be anonymous?
I'm a military person, so I don't know.
Okay, go ahead.
You see, this what I'm seeing is this issue of they are pushing the masses to go for CNG. I just see that they really want people to go into CNG so that they will forget about the price, about this fuel of the thing, so that later they will be selling the fuel outside. And later, this CNG that they are saying 10,000 from Lagos to Abuja will take you. Is it not the same cook? Why didn't they give a lot of cooking gas so that people will be, so that will be sufficient and let it fuel? Now they want to off people's mind out of the fuel so that they will be selling it outside the country and people will be used to CNG. Later they will now increase the price of CNG. Akpabio is something that even I myself, I'm apart from, but Akpabio is a person that I did not support for 1 day because he talks off point most times. Number 3 man talking off point.
Yeah.
Now well done. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hello.
Hi, lady. Hi.
Hello. Hello. How are you? Is that Mrs. Oboli?
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead, Mrs. Oboli.
Happy International Day of the Girl Child, ma'am.
Happy? No, we will correct that because my pet hate is girl child. Let's say girls.
Oh,
girl is a child. Woman is an adult. So we will not say girl child. Happy International Day of the Girl.
Of the girl, okay.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Of the girl.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So Akpabio that is even talking. Come to think of it, how many cars does he have in his kitty?
Oh.
No, how many has he cut down on the luxurious cars he has in his garage?
Oh.
See, what do you expect from people that are mediocres and they sit atop high offices that they don't even merit. And at the end of the day, they are giving laurels, honor, and awards they don't deserve. This same Akpabio that we're talking about is not the one that was bestowed with the, what was he given recently? And I asked myself, is it the GCFR or something? Yes. What did he do, or what has he done to deserve such honor? A man that talks flippantly, a man that has not contributed positively to the masses. He was still the same person that said, let the poor breathe, and he was making jest of the people you ought to govern. People that you are the one sitting on that power, and you are allowing them sing on your mandate, even because you are standing. Are you not supposed to be unbiased? And then he's giving laurels, accolades, and awards. What do you expect from mediocres in power, Sisiogi?
Indeed, thank you.
It's the truth. That's what you get. Emptiness. Empty vessel,
Indeed.
That's what you have.
Indeed. Thank you very much.
For this world issue, honestly, I don't know. I, for one, I'm not in tune with the CGN bosses or CNG, whatever it is. I think we should face this world issue squarely and not move. Once you move to CNG, I promise you, it would also shoot up. It's just a distraction. God bless you, Ambassador Cecile.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Hello, good afternoon, Ambassador Cecile.
I don't know why you're all calling me Ambassador. Good afternoon. How are you?
We don't make you the ambassador, no?
Okay, I accept. So go ahead.
Later, now you now speak for us. When we now shout, we no go agree.
We no go agree. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
My name is Olumuyiwa, calling from Nigeria.
Olumuyiwa, good afternoon. Go ahead.
In let's say in the late 70s and early 80s, I used to help my mother to buy 5 liters of kerosene for 5 kobo. No, 50 kobo. 50 kobo. Gradually by gradually, the government say kerosene no good for them, no good for them. Let them use gas. All of us throw away our kerosene. We move to gas. Now a liter of kerosene now is 2,500 naira. And now for gas, I fill my gas 12.5 kg for 19,500. After they remove kerosene from my hand, now gas now I need to go to air to buy that gas. Where am I going? Whether we
Oh, your line is breaking up.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
I want to make my comment clear.
Very quickly.
Whether we abuse Akpabio or we no abuse, we are going to the state that we no go fit my car. I have a car, I'm legend. I have not drive it for past 1 month now, and I have full tank inside. But the fear of where we like almost 80k to refill that car is my fear. So whether we abuse or more, in as much we refuse to what is. I ask our leader a question. Like, it's enough of this madness.
Well, yeah, but hold on. What question? I need you to close now because the lines are going. I've got lots of text messages. What is the question you want us to ask? That's what I want you to end with.
My education background lets me know that we need a government because a man cannot live with another man without a law. Now, we need a government. We submit our sovereignty to their hands to rule together so we can be okay on the earth, and they are doing otherwise. And we can't even say we can't buy this fuel for 2 months. Nigerians leave.
Yes, sir.
At least let's talk.
No. You've gone over time. I wanted you to do the question. You've done it. Thank you, guys. The lines are insane. I have messages that I haven't read. You've got to do 1.5 minutes. That is 90 seconds, please. Right? The topic is Akpabio, what he said, all right, about Nigerians reducing the number of cars they have because of the upgoing petrol pump prices. Let's talk. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma.
Your name, please, and where you're calling from.
This is Market Woman. Oh.
Market Woman, go ahead.
Please, help us tell this brotherhood. They are killing Nigeria. Oh. They are killing us, and we Nigeria, we don't want to come together and become a sisterhood and face this brotherhood that is killing us every day. We don't need electric waiting they call them and not go school. We need our fuel to use. That's what we need to tell that man that find a way to that place. It's our fuel we want. They take kerosene away. Now they are taking gas away. What is it now? What God used to bless us. They want to take everything away from us. Except the air we breathe in and out. Tell him, oh, please, brotherhood, give us. Thank you.
Every time I hear brotherhood, I just hear that person that some people like, whose name I refuse to mention, and I don't like him. You know who I'm talking about. No, the one that sings, not the one that went to prison. Anyway, let's talk.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Ambassador Oge and
Lord.
Inik Bibet of Galala. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Happy weekend.
Happy weekend.
My name is Godwin, calling from Lakwe.
Okay, go ahead, Godwin.
On the lifetime moon, one of our good friends, a speaker, Professor Koboku, helped me find out whether it's a junior brother to the Minister of Federal Capital Territory.
I'm sure he's listening. He can hear you. Let's move on. You only have 90 seconds.
They have a similarity.
Yeah.
Now, back to the serious business. It is high time we brought into the system that any person going into a political office need to undergo psychiatric tests before they will sign or accept him into the office. Now, within this week, did the same man, number 3, he was saying that it is those that are jackparing are people that does not love Nigeria. And he was in government when he gave that wicked man, the former labor minister, with the president then killing the workers and Nigeria, and he didn't say anything. Now that people are looking for frustrated people looking for how to survive, he has a mouth to tell that the people that does not love Nigeria are the one going out. Now he has come with another episode again. How did this man was made a governor? How did he go to this place? It's a question that I'm looking for the answer. Because he does not operate on a coherent standard as a Senate personality.
I can totally understand where you're coming from.
It's unfortunate to have found ourselves in this.
Yes, he's not coherent at all. He doesn't speak for us.
I don't know what to call it. I think these people, they're still, even my dad's office, they need to do some check
evaluation on a regular basis.
If some of them, their meta balances are in order with the current situation of the country.
Thank you very much, sir.
God bless Nigeria and God bless our president.
God bless you too, sir. Let me read some messages. I have messages from Murio Konla, Yomi from Murio Konla in VI said, good afternoon, CCOK Radio Goddess. I'm very happy to hear your voice this afternoon, ma. I'm happy to hear from you, Yomi. On the issue to be discussed, some of our politicians, especially those in power now, have mouth diarrhea. They speak without their thinking caps on. It's unfortunate that we find ourselves in the midst of demonic leaders who believe Nigerians are slaves. Senator Bukola Saraki never behaved like this. What is the way out, ma? Yami, my love, I wish I knew. We can only keep exploring. I have here. Okay, I'm going to tell you. I'll tell you the name at the end, and then you will understand, or the signature at the end. Hello, Sisioge. We, the Big Head Association of Nigeria, BAN for short, have disowned Senator Akpabio for disgracing his family, friends, and our association ban with his utterances. He's for sure the worst Senate president we've ever had. That's from Uncle Big Head. Uncle Big Head, thank you. Thank you very much for that. And, I mean, people say big heads are bad, but, I think we should all be proud of our heads. I think I have a small head, so why not a big head? Anyway, I have another one here. Good afternoon, Sig. Oh, you people cannot be sending me long essays now. This is Danfo Conversations. When we waste time at the bus stop, you know what happens? We get too many people trying to jump. Am I supposed to read all of this? I'm going to try, but please, if I don't get of it, I might just jump. Good afternoon, Sister Gate. It seems to me that our government is dancing to the dictates of the international masters, the enslaving IMF and other world bodies, demanding the adoption of clean energy for climate change compliance. Obviously, the incessant increase in the price of PMS and government's pressure call for CNG conversation is a clear pointer to that. That CNG can clearly pass as part of the conditionalities for the many loans being dished out by the world enslaving loan bodies. Loans which haven't been used to any benefit of the Nigerian people, other than many frivolous spendings by this Tinubu administration. This is painful, especially for a man touted to have solutions to every hopeless Nigerian situation, but whom turned out to provide more hopelessness for all our situation. We, Nigeria, must survive. In Jesus Christ's mighty name, amen. That's St. Michael from Isolo. St. Michael, I read all of you. All of you. They'll start trying not to write me in long love letters like that. They will say taking up 90 seconds to read up your message. Let's talk. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
Sisi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Ima. I'm calling you from Ikorodu.
Okay, go ahead, Ima. You have 90 seconds.
Okay, I want to tell you that the Akpabio can never say any good thing since he has been in this power. Is he not the one that said that we should go and protest, that we stay at home and eat? He also said that that they should go back to the old national anthem that we've been singing. That all these bandits will not be there. Every day they always give us what to discuss. They say CNG bus. Have you ever entered CNG bus? They say the one that will benefit us. You see that they, even if you sign it, you will not see them working. They say minimum wage. Is there anybody that received the thing? You now talk of they say this student loan. You know, if one of my child applied it for over a month now, they've not answered her. So it's just sitting down. It's like a drama. They are just joking. They are benefiting themselves.
Yeah.
You only give us something to discuss. So that is what we are now.
Indeed.
Thank you for your good program. I always enjoy. This is the first time calling you.
Oh, thank you so much for calling. God bless you.
You have done a good job. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. What's your name? Where are you calling from, please?
Emmanuel on the line. I'm calling you from a question.
Go ahead, Emmanuel.
The question in all of this is, who are the kind of people majority of Nigeria? To tell you, 2027 might be the same. In fact, 2031 might be the same. During the election, I sampled some people's opinion who you should ordinarily think they are aware. But I find out that tribalism, religious, and even unnecessary sentiment, won't make our people think straight. I listened to Okujimi during the election, and he was like some of his friends who he has known for ages. The way they were talking, the analysis they were giving, and then the excuses they were giving was very odd, for him, coming from people like that. So we'll keep talking. Some of us who really want change genuinely, we keep talking. But in as much as people who vote these same people are in the majority, to be honest with you, just try to be sane in your head and expect the worst. Thank you and good afternoon.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel. Right. Hello. Hello.
Hello, okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Okay, this is Kingsley.
Kingsley, you need to turn off your radio, please.
Yes, I've done that. Please.
Okay, go ahead.
First of all, I want to ask a question. Imagine you get someone that he doesn't know how to drive. He can't drive. And then you deliberately give him your car and say, take this car to the island from mainland. And then you hear that he was involved in an accident. Will you be surprised?
Well, you don't even have to go that far. That person, once you give somebody who can't drive a car, they literally will crash in within 100 yards.
Now, I asked that to say this. Akpabi have not done anything wrong. He has not done anything wrong.
Why is that?
Akpabio has said according to what he knows.
Mm-hmm.
Because we employed people that can drive to drive our car, and then we are complaining that they are involved in accident and all of that. You're going to still observe that in 2027, Nigerians that are complaining now will still go back to sell their rights for 1,000 naira and still come back in 2028 and tell you that things are getting tough and tell you that people are insulting them in the office. What are you expecting? You put people that don't have human feeling there and you're there complaining that they're insulting you. You should expect insults. I'm not surprised. Whatever they say or do, I'm not surprised. That is just it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Right, let me read more messages before I go. I've got how long? 1 minute before. Yes, let me read one message or so before we go. Jesus is Lord. Please. Good evening. No, that's the wrong one. Good afternoon, Madam Ireti. Me, myself, I don't have a car. The money I spent before Tinubu came into power for transportation was less than 12,000 in a month. But now I am spending close to 40,000 in a month. Salary that is not up to 50k. Akpabio and Tinubu's wife, Remi Tinubu, are insulting us because Tinubu has brought security operatives in Nigeria and the judiciary is corrupt like the police. Thank you. Do I have time to read one more? Greetings to you, Yellow Siseoge. Thank you. With the big red lipstick. Akpabio said, let the poor breathe. But they are still with our oxygen. And the same Akpabio said, let us protest and they will continue eating. And the same about yourself, they will send prayer requests and seeds of offering through mail to their senators for holiday. Please, is this how to roll Nigeria? Is this how to roll Nigeria with his brotherhood and wicked APC government? Nigeria economy is going down and a nation without subsidy will never grow. Thank you, Ma. This is Dan P from Igodo in Lagos. Do I have time to read the name? Okay, I'll be right back after this break.
Minding our business about information is not our thing.
We bring it to bed.
President Bola Tinubu says his 9-month-old administration has attracted $30 billion.
This government is full of propaganda.
One of the reasons why there is scarcity of food is because of the lack of nation.
Nigerians want to see what you are doing. They don't want to hear what you want to do. The president himself said, he said, let the poor breathe. They are kneeling on our necks.
Nigeria Info.
Your station for talk.
It's 99.3. They talk and you talk. This is Nigeria Info.
If you say no weapon fashion against me shall prosper, what about the way we are fighting?
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
Hello everyone, I have exciting news for you. Tatiana is here to tell us about a very exciting event for the whole family happening this weekend here in Lagos.
Hello everyone, we are very thrilled to announce our Family Fun Day happening Saturday, October 12th at Hakuna Matata Amusement Park in Eco Atlantic City.
Wow! But then tell me, what makes this day different from a regular Saturday at Hakuna Matata?
Well, you're in for a special treat because on top of the huge and thrilling inflatable castles and slides already available at the park, we have very specially curated a ton of activities for children of all ages, including a slime station, a spa area where children can have their nails, hair, makeup done and create their own bath bombs, painting, face paint, balloons, and we have exhilarating virtual reality games, which we are very excited about.
Amazing!
Also, for sports enthusiasts, there will be a water football tournament. So come show off your skills and don't forget to pack your bathing suit and an extra pair of socks.
That sounds awesome, Tatiana. Saturday, 12th October at the Hakuna Matata Park in Echo Atlantic. At what time does this event start?
Doors open at 12 p.m. and entry tickets are 25,000 naira and can be purchased at the door, where you can also buy your ticket booklet for access to our premium activities and to purchase delicious food available on the day at the park.
There's also food?
Yes. And on top of that, once inside, you can also shop directly with our many vendors displaying their products on the day.
And I hear that you are organizing this event to raise money for a good cause.
Yes, indeed. You will be having fun for a good cause, as all of the proceeds of the day will be fully donated to humanitarian relief efforts on the ground in Lebanon.
Such inspirational work. Well, you've heard that. Come and have a fantastic day. Saturday, October 12th at Hakuna Matata Park in Echo Atlantic. Doors open at 12 p.m.
See you there.
99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
Greetings to you, Yellow Beauty Queen number one of Nigeria Info. You guys are way too kind. I think that APC government is suffering from low self-thinking syndrome. That is why they cannot do anything, but they keep complaining and squandering our money for the luxurious lifestyles, and we Nigerians are to be blamed because we don't want to stand up for our rights to take our country back from this brotherhood people. Nothing will work unless we stand up and protest for a new revolution for our country. Thank you. And you have been struggling by getting strict with colors, but you cannot, because you're a good woman and we love you. Oh, you mean with callers? Yeah. You people, you try to get me in trouble. Yes, we love you. Thank you so much, Daniel. That's very kind of you. But I get what you're saying. It is there's a whole lot going on. Okay, I've read one. What have I got here? Go after you, please. I have been vital remark regarding the PMS inquiry. Read the opinion that henceforth, aspiring politologists must undergo compulsory psychiatric tests, because his unfortunate series of provocative remarks over time is really on the verge of majority of the man. Nigeria, that's okay from Lekki. Yeah, well, it's my love nerves. It is getting on my last nerve. So I'm with you, my brother. Good day, man. Makpabio's gas shouldn't be surprising. What else did we expect? But he's surrounded by birds of a feather, so he will win the Senate presidency. I'm even more upset that with all this, many from his ethnic group will still choose him over someone else because that person isn't from the same ethnic tribe.
The stories that matter to you from across the street to across the globe.
There was a general complaint of voter apathy. What do you think was responsible for that?
This man is telling America, you so close of house, do this, so you close. Also, you deputy inspector general police. What a shame.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
The news update on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Today is the International Day of the Girl. A senior advocate of Nigeria and human rights advocate Femi Falana is accusing the Nigeria National Petroleum Company Limited of illegality following the latest increase in the price of petrol. Labour Union, the Trade Union Congress, wants the federal government to return the price of petrol to what it was back in June 2023, which was just over 400 per litre. Lagos residents and workers have expressed worry about the new pump price of petrol. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has criticized President Bola Tinubu's handling of the fuel subsidy crisis. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu is excited that the new Mercy Children's Hospital in Lagos Island will serve residents of the state for centuries when completed. As part of its feedback mechanism, lawmakers of the Lagos State Lagos State House of Assembly are to embark on the 9th edition of their town hall meetings in their various constituencies today, Friday. The federal government has granted permission to petroleum marketers to lift petrol directly from the Dangote refinery without going through the Nigeria National Petroleum Company Limited. Former President Barack Obama has appealed to Americans to vote for Kamala Harris, warning of a tight White House race between her and Donald Trump with less than a month to go. Super Eagles manager Austin Iguavoen says his players are ready to grab the 3 points at stake later this evening as Nigeria's take on Libya in an African Cup of Nations qualifier. That was the news update at this hour on 99.3 Nigeria Info. I am Zainab Yakin. Danfo Conversations continue with Ireti Bakare-Yusuf. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to Danfo Conversations, right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome back to Danfo Conversations. Let me just finish reading that message and then I will come to your calls. We're almost out of time. So where did I get to? Dari had written and you're saying, good day, ma'am. Akpabio's gaffes shouldn't be surprising. What else did we expect? But he is surrounded by birds of a feather, so he will win the Senate presidency. I'm even more upset that with all this, many from his ethnic group will still choose him over someone else because that's the person from the same ethnic tribe. Many of us never become wiser. These guys don't care about you. It's all just use and dump that they do. And while I get where you're coming from, I don't even think this is about ethnicity. I mean, yes, we do have this tribal issue where people do, there's a vast majority, or should I say there's a bracket that will always say vote for my person first because there is this acceptation. And that is because we're still not a matured enough democracy that ensures equity all across board. But anyway, I have here another message. We often underestimate the power of corruption. If you bring anyone from any quarter, no matter his number of certificates, years of experience, expertise, etc., once he or she started taking gratification or what he is not entitled to, he or she will become inefficient and ineffective, and he will start talking like a child. The Bible says, take no gift, for gifts blinded the wise and perverts the minds of the righteous. That was a quote from the Bible. What we need is to entrench a system of punishment and reward, and these same people will build the country. Good afternoon, Cecile. My name is Mawuton from Ikoyi. Akpabio should lead by example. The reduction should start from him and his colleagues. Here. That means I agree with you. He was at his residence in Ikoyi a few weeks ago. His convoy was all over the street. He's too condescending and arrogant, by the way. He's from a humble background. Shikina. So here is a man that, is even in Ikoyi. He travels with several cars and he make this long drawn out statement, but the long and short of it is reduce your cars, reduce the number of cars you have. But yet he hasn't. In fact, I'm going to put this out there. I make bold to say there has literally never been any sort of civilian directive policy, if I may put it like that, from this government, or even any government for that matter, from Nigerian federal government, or I don't even think state governments, but you're welcome to correct me, where they have led by example. So T-Pain, I love that. I literally love that nickname, right? I'm going to say President Tinubu, aka T-Pain, right? As the university students named him. This administration has consistently said to us, persevere, cut your cost, be liberal, be less generous if you're spending, and all of that stuff. They've constantly said that. So we're like, well, personally, for me, I'm like, okay, I hear you. We need to fix the country. I hear you. Subsidy needs to go because it's not sustainable. I totally hear you and I get it. But hang on a minute. Whilst I'm actually having to shape and reshape, constantly sort of rework my life and re-navigate how I live as a Nigerian, irrespective of what I can afford or not. While each one of us is doing that, none of you are doing that. None of you. None of you. As in, none of you. President Tinubu, you haven't. Show me what you've cut down. Show me that you have said, you know what, for the next 8 years, I'm not going to take a salary. And I know your salary is not a lot. It doesn't matter. But it's symbolic, right? It will be symbolic because it will match with what comes out of your mouth. Show me that you're not going to take a salary for the next 8 years, that your vice president is not going to take a salary for the next 8 years. Heck, that your ministers, because I put it to you, none of them went into that position as brokers. They didn't, right? So that none of them would take a salary for the next 4 years, 8 years. Once you've been able to do that, then say to us, hang on a minute, I've got a 22 fleet, right? Cars and flying birds and big ones and small ones. I've got 22 fleet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce that to 2, right? Because I don't begrudge you for having a plane that is safe. I really don't begrudge you. I can put that out there because I want you to be safe. I don't want anything to happen to my president or any of our lawmakers or whatever, right? So I don't begrudge you having a new plane, but what I do begrudge is that you're carrying these excesses, right, as well as the new plane. Why? Because you're not going to use any of them. So why didn't you sell them to actually fund this new plane and have 2, right? One works today, the other one doesn't work, all of that. Why don't you do that? Why don't you say to your wife, Mrs. Oluremi Tinubu, you're talking to us about agriculture and farming, because you and I know you're not eating from there. I'm telling you, right? But here's the thing. You're talking to us about agriculture and farming, but you're not taking the initiative to actually, instead of using the time to actually talk at us, because we do not believe you. I'm sorry, nobody believes you and that farming thing that you came out with. Why is it that you haven't said, you know what, Ministry of Women's Affairs, Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, I would like, if you will permit, or get the permission from your husband, whatever you need to do, and say to them, I'd like to review how many poor Nigerians you've actually sent money to this month, right? And then by extension, once they show you that, then do what we call pilot checks. What do you call it? I've forgotten it. There's a word in retail that they call it. Send your people out there, right? And get them to do random checks. Get them to make random phone calls. Hello, madam. Your name is such and such. You were supposed to have received this month. Have you received it? You see, Oluremi Tinubu, that's where you could use your time. Right? You going out there and standing and dashing out 1 billion, 2 billion to a university. Yes, an important thing to do that you're not explaining to us from a foundation where we don't know where the revenue for that money comes from. Where did you find that 2 billion? Yes, you were a senator and your salary is certainly not 1 billion a month. Your salary was not 1 billion a year. So there are so many things that you could all do. Call them symbolic, but at the very least, you can put your energy and show us that, hang on, we are asking you all to do this. Here is the sincere actions that we are making. You in Ife yesterday, right? And yet again, there was an unveiling of an effigy. No, I beg your pardon, I meant a statue. A gold statue of your liking, like a likelihood of you. What is it? Is it a Madam Tussauds? What are you people doing? You've got to stop this tone deafness. You have to stop this behavior. Even if we, the people, are ready to persevere and we understand Nigeria needs to be fixed. And I will tell you, and I'm going to put it out there, I do believe that somewhere, and call me an optimist, somewhere in all of this, The president has a method to this pain that we're going through. But what the president hasn't shown us, what each minister hasn't shown us, what each member of National Assembly hasn't shown us, heck, what Senator Fabio has not shown us, is that not only are you working for us, but that you feel our pain and therefore you are also ready to sacrifice. What is wrong with you people? Yes, my name is Ireti Bakare-Yusuf. I am using my name because like Senator Fabio and Mrs. Oluwemi Tinubu, because I'm not going to call you First Lady. There is no such office as First Lady, even if others have had it before. I am really on a rant today because I have had it up to here. Like you've gotten on my last nerves. Now I'm going to breathe. Really, like seriously, I've been holding this together for so long. I needed to exhale. Yeah, I needed to exhale. Let's talk. You have a minute so we can get in many people. Sorry to use up your time, people.
Hi, it's Isioge.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. Good afternoon,
sir. My name.
Rapuchuko, how are you?
I'm okay.
Yes,
Thank
go
God.
ahead. Yeah.
And how are you doing? You're okay, right?
I'm good. I feel better.
That's the right thing to say.
Yes, sir.
For now.
Yes, sir.
Good. Well, to me, the way these people in authority, especially this Senate president, the way they talk childish and premature. I don't know, talks like parrots without verb. You see, how can a Senate president, number 3 in the federation, in the whole country, be talking like this? Look, the other time he says solution to banditry is a national anthem. The other time he said, what did he say? He said people, they don't need to do that because of their financial purposes for greener pastures. Then, but his kindred, most of his relatives are abroad. He starts from there. You have to bring all of them back here in Nigeria. Let us salvage it together here. Then these people there and these complaining of other Nigerians going for greener pastures. Why can they be talking like this? Instead of bringing some tax that will impact the life and the welfare of the citizens and this nation as a whole. They are there complaining. Saying one thing or the other that is, not relevant. It's unfortunate we have this kind of leaders in our society. It's very, very unfortunate because it didn't help us as a nation, and they will never help us as a nation.
Thank you.
Especially this kind of Senate presidents, this set of politicians we have nowadays.
Thank you.
This set of APC government, they are not helping matter at all. Look at fuel increase here and there in a month. We have 2 increases.
I have to go.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah. Thank you.
And people are not, and everything they are doing, all their efforts bring hunger and starvation in the society.
Yeah.
But I'm not blaming, I'm not blaming the citizens. I'm blaming them as the whole, the cause of all these problems. Because it's not like...
Thank you, Rapuchuko. Thank you. I don't know what happened there. Hello. We don't have time, people. Go ahead. 30 seconds, quickly. Yes, your name, where you're calling from. And
this is Paul from Egbeda.
Okay, go ahead, Paul. You have a minute, quickly.
I don't think that I'm going to vote in 2027 if God keeps me alive.
God will keep you alive.
Yeah, because if the electoral laws are not changed, APC will still retain power in 2027. The Nigerian state is a captured state, and I can't take risk of standing under the sun saying I'm casting my vote when the judiciary is in the hand of the politician, the military is in their hand, the police is in their hand. There is nothing ordinary Nigerians can do. It's a captured state. We can't do anything. Let's just watch them do what they want to do, transfer power to whoever they want to transfer to. But for me, if the electoral laws are not changed in 2027, let nobody say your vote matters, go and vote. I will not.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from? You have a minute.
This is Joseph from Cholo.
Okay.
This is our Okpabio and the rest of them, especially all those politicians. They are taking us as a fool. The reason why I say they are taking us as a fool is we can't do anything. They have already said this one time that they are the grasshopper they are eating. So they should continue eating us. Okay. But I know that one day, everything will get changed. Because this thing is getting too much.
They are laying on us too much. They are doing as if they are the leader of our life. They are the owner of our soul. We don't even have God again.
Thank you
They
very
forgot
much.
that nothing anybody can do that except God. I was telling you during the election that we did last time. I'm Yoruba person. I fought
It
for.
shouldn't matter what you're from, where you're from. Quickly, you have 20 seconds. Quickly.
I fought for somebody that I like.
Mm.
You understand? Can we make it right now? When everybody have seen this thing like this, can we make it right? We also we are talking. Can we make it right so that we don't be using mouth to talk? When the
Thank
election
you.
comes, everybody will be doing as if nobody, you can do anything the way you want. And God will help us.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Right, let me read messages. I don't have time. Let me take one call and then I'll read a couple of messages. Go ahead. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good afternoon.
Mr. Sugar.
Good afternoon. Your name, where you're calling from, and your message, please, and your comment.
Please, Mr. Sugar, my name is Mazu. There's something I want to say. You understand? Please, what is happening in Nigeria? I hope it's you journalists supposed to be talking about it. Are we listeners supposed to be talking about it? And which we know that it will happen tomorrow, happen next tomorrow.
I don't understand. Rephrase your question.
I said, what is happening in Nigeria today?
Mm-hmm.
Journalists are telling us what is happening. They are talking about it, isn't it?
The journalists are talking about it.
I mean, journalists are the one that's telling we listeners. Isn't it? Now, we that listen to you people, are we supposed to be talking the same thing that you are telling us?
What does that mean? Are you supposed to be talking?
Are we supposed to be talking about how that thing is going to stop?
Okay.
How it's going to stop is what we're supposed to be talking about.
Okay.
I want to hear it. Not go back.
Well, then you tell me, how is it going to stop? You've got 30 seconds.
Yeah, thank you, Sister. The way I want this thing can stop easy as a natural life, we call it spiritual, is that these people that everybody in Nigeria is caught. All we need to do in Nigeria, I'm calling President Tinubu to be the biggest leader in the world. So end everybody, no more corruption, no more stealing, everything. We can be able to do it. I can explain how he's going to do it. That's what I'm going now.
Thank you
Where
very
I'm
much.
going now that
I need you to close. Yeah.
Please, President has to make everything in every level. See no more, nobody sin again. First, you steal money, don't steal on your own. Don't collect it. So that they will not be afraid. If they give you the power, you start punishing them. Nobody wants to do bad and say, I get payback. Everyone needs forgiveness. If you are Christian,
Thank you very
you're supposed
much.
to know that you need to be. You need
Thank
to talk
you,
about forgiveness.
thank you very much. Let me read messages because we're about to close, right? Zainab is about to throw me off my seat. You know how she is, people. Taiwo from Maryland said, Sisi, things are really bad. If only people in government can listen and do what Nigerians want. Sisi, I know a Baba that died of starvation, hunger, as myself, and others couldn't give money, and whatever we gave him weren't sufficient to take him for long to him due to unkind human policies of this government in power that cut off our sources of income. It's a pity Baba, this is the man that died, boasted BAT is the one to turn Nigeria around during campaigns today. He's a victim, casualty of PBAT's wrong policies. Don't come here though. I'm trying to read as many. Danfo conversations after Miss Ireti Bakare-Yusuf. Thanks so much for your summation. Tinubu and his team are so arrogant in their disposition. They are not laying any examples by making sacrifices as they preach to us. So pissed off about her utterances at Ife yesterday. I'm telling you, I almost blew a gasket. I literally almost blew a gasket. As in, one of my kidneys almost exploded because I was like, what do you mean? What Kamfa? How dare you? I'm always saying that at the TV when these people speak. How dare you? That's literally my default rhetoric annoyance. My name is Platform Ijoko. Akpabio is saying, in a sane society, should be checked for his mental health balance after his numerous statements on issues bothering Nigerians. Nigeria is not captured yet, but Nigerians are. Interesting. So, is like we have all resigned to fate. These elders of this nation, all religions, all tribes, all oppositions, and all patriotic Nigerians should please speak up and let us peacefully and obediently take to streets to register our displeasure for these policies. Madam, please, I'm suspecting your call, the attack clearance. I don't understand. Tax clearance, Frank from Orili. I don't understand. Literally don't understand. My big sister. Good afternoon, my big sister. I'm so proud of you. You speak what most Nigerians, man. You are not coward like other journalists that hide behind callers. So proud of you. T-Pain came. T-Pain came to destroy Nigeria, nothing more. Kolawole by name. The interesting thing is, you see that name T-Pain, that nickname, I actually like it. I think it's so true. And I think, and I'm going to say to our president, sir, you shouldn't take it as an affront. You should take it as, what's the word? You should take it as a wake-up call. That nickname, if it were me, what I would do is actually to take hold of it and turn it around. Now, here's the thing. We've got a minute left, so I'm not going to be able to come to your call, but I'm going to say this. The one thing that I know about Nigerians are, you see, we are not stubborn people, actually. We are not. Yeah, there are stubborn individuals. I'm saying a character of a people. We are not, right? We literally move like water. So if you receive us well, we will shape in, right? We will shape in. Now, whilst this jiggy jaga is going on, because you're not allowed to be like that for conversations, but whilst you're doing these zigzag policies, I assure you that in the end, should we be able to see the fruits of this pain, you see that's nicknamed T-Pain is the same Nigerians that will turn it around for you. But right now, what you are not showing us, and we can't see it, and you've got to respect the fact that we can't see it, is that we don't see any light at the end of this tunnel. Is that every time you guys continue to spend like you are spending, and you ask us to persevere whilst you are not making any sacrifices, it's pure darkness in this tunnel, and we're on our own. So, Mr. President, I am saying to you right now, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, sir, we need to see the light. Literally. And please tell your Senator Akpabio, to just stop speaking. You should just bang that gravel and stop. Because the more he expenses his oxygen, the more insult he throws at us. Enough is enough. I'll be back at 4 o'clock. What's happening in the Middle East, you ask? What is happening in the Middle East? Right? Some 4,000 odd Lebanese have been victims since October 7th. I have a special guest with me. Her name is Daisy Gedeon. She lives in Australia. She's joining us from down under, but she's Lebanese and she moved there in the 70s. I'll be right back. Take care. See you at Borderlines. Bye-bye.
More talk, news, and sports after this. It's Customer Service Week, and here at Cool FM, Wazobia FM, Nigeria Info, Kids FM, and Ariwa
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's